welcome to Good Morning Luna. We have a short time to take a quick look back and a quick look in front of us. Let's start with sports, or as Mr. Reams calls it, how do you move a ball about to score points? First up, baseball. The baseball team just finished its second game, and the season is off to a great start, if you count great as losing every game. All right, come watch the boys play their next game on April 3rd at Randall Park. Win or lose, it's always a party. Show up because your boy, Max Skills, will be on the ones and twos. Next, let's talk about soccer. The only sports where its players are worse actors than this. The boys and girls soccer season starts on April 2nd. Come out and support them as they try to make the playoffs. The last sport we need to mention is track. We have 3 scholars who have qualified for state this year. Congrats to Quentin Dunman for the 200, Avery Fulsay in the triple jump, and John Vier Maniagra in the 800. State is tomorrow at Eastview High School in Georgetown, Texas. Go Owls! Moving on to Scholar Council. Just a friendly reminder that if you are looking to apply for an executive position, applications are due on March 29th by midnight. There are QR codes posted around the halls and at the top of the stairwells. Next up, prom. Yes, prom. The thing you think so little about that you probably didn't realize that this date is wrong. April 15th is actually Mr. Leinenkugel's birthday. Prom is on the 13th. Seniors, make sure to get your tickets and dates now. The event will be held at the amazing Fellowship Church from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. midnight. I've been practicing my moves. Now, if you're ever confused or wondering what is happening in the building, then check out Miro Club's new calendar. It's located right by the bathroom, so when you are filling out that checkout sheet, make sure you see what's happening in Luna. And lastly, our scholars returned from their trip abroad to Japan. If you see your friends up here, be sure to ask them how their trip was. And now, this.
But her young brother, like William, was missing. One of the things she loved most in this world. What state would you have been in if your loved one was missing? And later discovered murdered. Now, getting back to my point, Justine could not have done this.
Our main story tonight is concerned with attendance. You know, that thing that if you're watching this right now, you might not have a problem with, but if you're watching this at home, get to school, Yasmin Oliver. Freshman Henry can even get to school on time, and he stays up all night finishing 30th in Fortnite, okay? So you should... Actually, it turns out that Freshman Henry doesn't get to school on time. Turns out he actually stayed up way too late, dropping in at the Lonely Lodge, and didn't get to school at all.
Hey! Yeah, he's dancing! Let's go!
Okay, but see, this is a problem. Attendance is something you don't immediately think of when you think about success, and that in itself is bad. Let's take a look at how attendance impacts students all over the country.
Frequent absences are linked directly to poor performance, a new study shows.
They say truancy can be a problem even in the younger grades.
It's true. Now, according to a study done by Arizona State in 2007, it says high school dropouts have been found to exhibit a history of negative behaviors, including high levels of absenteeism throughout their childhood at higher rates than high school graduates. And not only that, the study said that by 9th grade, attendance was shown to be a key indicator significantly correlated with high school graduation. So let's put this in terms that you might care about. Money. You see, the problem with low attendance is that it leads to dropping out. And if you don't graduate, you make far less money than somebody who does. How much? Well, the annual salary for a dropout is about $20,241. That's a full $10,336 a year less than someone who just passes high school. And that's just the first problem. Finding a job can be just as difficult. The national unemployment rate for the United States currently sits at 4.3%. However, it's over 12% for dropouts. And the crazy thing is, there are 1.2 million dropouts every year in the United States alone. And according to a study done in Georgia, even with just a 3% improvement in attendance, which is only 5 days total, it would have led to many more kids passing. 5 days! That's nothing! Bohemian Rhapsody was made in 14 days, and it sounds like this.
Just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity.
So you are losing money even if you can find a job. And attendance can also affect your ability to even get into college. Repeated absences and truancy that results in lowered grades and or disciplinary action will definitely be passed along on your transcript to the colleges you are applying to. This means that your admissions process for college might be in jeopardy. But unlike the game Jeopardy, A, you won't have any answers, and B, you won't have anything to wager. Take a listen as to how.
So every admissions decision usually has a line on it that says you have to keep doing the stuff that you were doing that made us admit you to in the first place. I've seen lots of things happen as a result of children not continuing the good things that they were doing before senior year. That included admissions decisions being revoked, lots of scholarship money being lost, and still being admitted but on a probationary status.
But maybe you were thinking, I've missed a lot of days, but I will still pass. It's cool, it's fine, it's whatever. Basically, you're acting like freshman Henry, not washing his hands after using the bathroom, and then going to eat in the cafeteria. And that's disgusting. The reason is because if you aren't in school, the school loses funding. And not an insignificant amount either. Thousands and thousands of dollars. In fact, this year from absences alone, our school has lost over $38,000. The sad part about this lost money is that it ends up affecting the fun things. Athletics, arts, field trips, and other fun things are the first things to get cut. These are all things we could create or augment with that $38,000 that we are missing. Imagine never having to pay athletic fees, having all the clay you want to sculpt with, or going on field trips to places other than the Perot or the mall throughout the year. Who knows? Maybe you even show up to school more often. Absences have some really nasty ramifications here at Luna too. Credit recovery for missed days and or excessive tardies will happen after graduation. That means that a senior who misses a lot of school will not be able to participate in graduation because we won't know if they earned all of the required credits for graduation until after the ceremony. That is a big deal. You won't be able to walk on the stage with your friends at all only because you sat at 7-Eleven a little too long in the morning. In conclusion, attendance matters in everything. Not just school, colleges, jobs, even sport teams all care about your attendance. Just showing up is always half the battle. If you don't attend school regularly, you are hurting yourself both socially and financially. And you're also hurting us. Former NFL GM and executive Bill Poland said it best, the best ability is availability. So be at school and available to learn. And now, this.
Cursed creator! Why did I live? Why, in that instant, did I not extinguish the spark of existence which you so had wantonly bestowed? I know not.
And that's our show for today. Have a great day here at Luna. Looney Hoo!